So Victor Osimhen and Galatasaray have now gone 4 matches without a win. This is after being held to a third straight draw against Kasimpasa in a Turkish Super Lig matchup. On an individual note though, Victor Osimhen did put up a brilliant performance today. He found the back of the net twice for his team, his 15th and 16th goal of the season. But it was just not enough to get the job done for his team. Now you take a look at the league table real quick. Galatasaray at the top of the top. Fenerbahce 7 points behind. Actually have a game in hand that they'll be playing today. They should be playing the game by the time I post this video right here. Now speaking of Fenerbahce, we did get to see some fallout from their match against Galatasaray come to play in this one. We will be talking about that alongside the match. But first, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. So yeah, it was an Istanbul derby between Kasimpasa and Galatasaray. Kasimpasa, the home team, held Galatasaray to a 3-all draw. And this is actually the same result that happened in the previous matchup between the two sides. So the first big moment of the match came in like the 8th minute of the match. That was when Victor Osimhen was brought down in the Kasimpasa box. It was kind of a lost cause type of ball that he chased. And he got to the ball first. He pokes it away from the goalkeeper. Keeper brings him down and he stays on the turf. He doesn't just pop back up. Stays on the turf. Lets VAR have some time to look at it basically. And that's what they did. They called the referee to the screen and he comes back with a penalty decision. Then, to keep it real, okay, let me just tell you how the goals were scored, then I'll tell you what I saw in the game. Then, the 52nd minute of the match, Kasimpasa equalized from a corner kick. Ball sent into the box to the far post. Player heads it back to the middle of the area, and his teammate heads it into the back of the net. That's 1-1. 2-1 was Kasimpasa also, and Galatasaray lose a ball in the midfield. Just very weak loss of the ball. It's taken away from them, and all of a sudden they're taking the ball out their net with a fine finish by a Kasimpasa player. Then you go to the 69th minute of the game. Galatasaray find an equalizer. Mario Lemina. It was a Gabriel Sara ball into the box, headed by Sanchez actually. They were like right next to each other. Sanchez heads it and it goes right off of Lemina's head into the back of the net. The commentator thought it was a Sanchez goal, but at the end it was given to Lemina because it glanced off his head into the back of the net. Then 2 minutes later, the man himself, Victor Osimhen, his second goal of the game. I call it the Osimhen dummy. When there's an aerial ball and instead of going to challenge for it, he acts like he's going to challenge for it, then he runs and the defender is kind of lost because you're expecting somebody in front of him, and that's exactly what happened in this situation. He does it normally in the midfield where he normally does that move, but this was by the box and it worked perfectly. He gets it, smacks it, it goes into the back of the net, and you're thinking Victor Osimhen has done it again. You know, 2 goals in one match. You thinking the game is over, and it wasn't over because 83rd minute of the match, Kasimpasa were given a penalty. I truly don't believe that was a penalty. I truly don't believe that was a penalty. I felt like the Kasimpasa player was dragging. He dragged the man, and now the man was falling backwards, and he has to hold on to your clothes, and now they're giving you a penalty. But either way, that's how the match ended. 3-all between the two sides, a 6-goal thriller. Now for me, I feel like there's a lot to be worked on the Galatasaray side. Wasn't impressed with the coaching decisions, like the substitutions late, Mario Lemina being substituted. I don't know what was up with that. And also, I feel like their playing style is just not it. You're trying to play like Barcelona, but you got, I'm not going to disrespect any team, but you don't have players like Barcelona. That's what I'm trying to say. You do not have those type of players. You have a real athletic team, and I feel like the coach should be trying to take advantage of that instead of making them do what they're not capable of doing, because that was half of the trouble today. playing out the back and losing the ball. That was half of the trouble, trying to hold on to the ball instead of just moving it and trying to get goals. You're trying to prove that you're Barcelona and you're not. So I felt like that was a big issue, and you could see it early in the game. The goalkeeper had to come in and save them so many times. They really should have been down at the end of the first half. Then the second half, they got better. Let's keep it real. They got better in the second half, even though they had their little lull where they went down 2-1. But I felt like they did get better. Victor Osimhen, of course, putting the team on his back. They had a number of opportunities. He had a number of opportunities. There was a moment that he had 2 back-to-back. I believe like 60-something minutes of the game, he had 2 back-to-back chances. The first one was saved, and the second one, he just lashed that, and it goes over the bar. He did find the back of the net late in the game, but that goal didn't count because he was in an offside position. But altogether, I felt like Victor Osimhen played really good. I like the leadership he showed. You see him during corner kicks going to talk to his teammates, trying to calm them down, trying to hype them up. That's what we want to see at this stage with Victor Osimhen, and he's really showing that. He's really showing that he can put the team on his back with his play, and also with the way he behaves, the way he interacts with his teammates. I did see a couple of moments where the head was dropping. Of course, that 3-3, which anybody's gonna drop your head after you come back and take a lead and you lose that lead just like that. But you are the star of the team. You are the player that they're looking at to make things happen. So when you got your head down, you're basically telling everybody else to give up. That's the way I see it. But outside of that, I felt like Victor Osimhen was fantastic. And it's just a sad thing that Galatasaray is going through such a moment while he's picking up like this, because I expect it to keep going. I expect him to keep scoring goals. I expect him to keep doing what he's doing. But I just don't think Galatasaray is on the same page. And I feel like that was exactly what Jose Mourinho was seeing before he made the statements that he made.
If they are really good, if they want to be an example of we are good, we are strong, we are the champions, we want to show how good we are, they should ask for foreign referees every match. But when the referees are foreign, with a cup, go home. Against us at home, 1 shot on target. But if they are good and they believe really in themselves and in their power, they should ask the federation. Give us foreign referees for every match.
He's basically trying to put him on the spot and try to put all the pressure on him. That was why he made the statements that he made. But I do feel like those statements were too far, and they were just ridiculous. You have to be an idiot to really believe what Jose Mourinho was saying, because he's basically saying that the reason Galatasaray was doing so good and is 7 points above his team is because the Turkish referees are on Galatasaray's side. I mean, come on now. Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and Besiktas are big clubs in Turkey. There's no referee that's going to be picking sides like that. Yes, if you go to their home as a Kasimpasa or Antalyaspor, you're expecting that maybe the referee put some home cooking. But that's the same as if you go as Crystal Palace to Chelsea. But he never said that English referees shouldn't be officiating big English matches, because he knows what will happen to him. He knows he would not be able to referee in England again. But he knows he can make stupid comments like that in Turkey. Thankfully, he didn't get away with it because they gave him the 4-match ban. And the only thing that I don't understand was the ban that they gave to the Galatasaray coach. He basically said Jose Mourinho is the crying one, and you ban him for a match. That's complete stupidity on the Turkish official side. Complete stupidity. Because this man is being attacked, his club is being shamed, ridiculed, and you tell him that he can't call that man the crying one? I mean, come on now. Then you get to this match that I just watched, and even the match against Fenerbahce, I told y'all after that match, it was ridiculous. The referee was on Fenerbahce's side. And when it came to this one right here, I wouldn't say it was the same exact story. I feel like this referee was less biased than the foreign ref that was there for Fenerbahce against Galatasaray. But at the same time, if there was a call that needed to be made, a big call, it was going to go for Kasimpasa. It was not going to go for Galatasaray. Why? Because he knows what has been put out there. Now the whole world is watching. It takes a real man to hear something like that and still do what he knows is right. A lot of people are going to just go with the flow. When they hear stuff like that, you say Turkish refs are supporting Galatasaray. Well, I'm not going to support Galatasaray. I'm going to make sure I support the other team to prove that I'm not supporting Galatasaray. But with all that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Victor Osimhen scores twice for Galatasaray, but it is not enough. They draw against Kasimpasa in the Turkish Super Lig. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.